Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Yeah. Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga.
Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas.
I'm in the yo. Got my nigga Ramon with me.
But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor.
You know what I'm saying?
Under Commanding General Yahana. That was my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look. Hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, like you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Y'all know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm ripping. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
I got you. let it vibe real quick. Look.
The city eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fans taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evans to a mall quad, telling me how the crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Focus out, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see profits under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that's some dirty to handle. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit Asian, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they want, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember, I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Yeah. Shalom, Israel. We had an ISUPK start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, Priest and Officer 1000 Kawan. This is ISUPK Louisiana Sabbath service. We'll be picking up where we left off last week. We had our Minnesota brothers hold down the class for us last week. Salaki. Minnesota or Milwaukee. Minnesota, Salaki. So we'll be picking up in the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 2, and reading through Numbers 21 and 21. So we'll go ahead and begin the service. With that, I say Imajim, which in Hebrew means to stand. La Yasha Allah, which means to Israel. Sar, which means to turn. Panha Kwadam, which means face the east. We'll say the prayers both in Hebrew and in English. This is the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Daba'a, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, the Thelanawa, the Kam, Tall, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawat Yanawa, Wala'a, Ayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Awashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatapara, La'aiwalamyam, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. This is the power, or hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kashah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Lara Pa'a, Call Maka'ana, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha Matazarayim, Hakak, Lahakoyam, Hamakiam, Hakak, Al Rikarawa, Hatama Allah, Lagarsha, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel, or Barak Yasha'Allah in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Alanawa, Wa Yasha'Allah, Wa Habayat Saparium, Barak Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water our mind. In the English we read, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the English and the Hebrew. Asha'a, Ayanya, Al-Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Asha, Shemayim, Warataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayushan, Shawamar, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al-Ya, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a Yakalka, Wayarak, Balal Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Aknapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'adka, Wabawa'adka, Ma'ait, Wa'aidai Walam. In the English we read, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, then in the English. Alahayam, al Dami Alaka, al Takarash, wa al Tashakwat, al Kayahana, Awayabyaka, Yahama Yawan, wa Ma Shana, Yaka, Sha'a wa Ra'ash, al Imaka, Ira Yamwa, Sawada, Wayata Aitazawa, al Tazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magalya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'Allah, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Barya, Yakaratwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wa Yashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa Imawan, Wa Imalak, Palashak, Imishabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Am, Hayawa, Zorawai, Labanya Lawat Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya Sara'a, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'a Dama, Shayatama, Nadayab Mawa, Ka'ira, Wakazaba, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kal Nasiyakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatama, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya Waraka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Kan, Taradatma, Basa Iraka, Wa Basa Salaki, Wa Basa Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Anyaham, Kolawan, Wayaba Kwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Aija Ai, Waya Khaparawa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kal Ha'arataza. In the English, we read, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zaid. Yea, all their prince as Zabah and as Zamunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. This is blessings or Barakiyam in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa Makaya Allah, wa Allah Hayam, Matazabaya ala Wap Yahana, ha ala Wapyam, ha Saranyam, ha Kotazayanyam, ha Kayal Yalamyam, wa ha Akwakim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English we read, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohanan, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means be seated. Shalom, Lord Christ. All right, let's go ahead and clap it up. Clap it up. Let's get class started. Again, we're starting in the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 2. We'll read first in the Hebrew and then in the English. The book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 2. Wala'ah haya mayam la'ada waya kwa salaki waya kwa hawa al masha wa al ha aharan. Verse 3. Wayarab ha aima aim masha waya amarwa la amar wa lawa gawa ainawa baga wa ai a khana kayan wa lapanya Yahweh. Verse 4. Walama haba atam ata kohal Yahweh al ha madabar haza la mawata sham a nawa wa ba'ai yaran wa. Verse 5. Walama ha'ayel yathanwa ma matazar yam laha baya'a atanwa al ha makwawam hara'ai haza la'a makwawam zara'ai wata ana wagapan wara mawan wam yam ayan la shata wath. Verse 6. Wayaba'a masha wa'a aran mapanya ha kwahal al pathak ahal mawa'aid waya pal waya palawa al panyaham waya ra'a ka bawad Yahweh salagi Yahweh al yaham. Verse 7. Waya Debar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, La Amar. Verse 8, Bacha, Atha, Hamata, Waha, Kwahal, Atha, Ha'aida, Atha, Wa'a, Aran, Achayak, Wadabar, Salakia, Wadabar Thum, Al, Hasa'ai, La'ayan, Yaham, Wanathan, Wayam, Yawa, Waha, Wataza'a, Tha, Laham, Mayam, Mana, Hasala'ai, Waha, Shakwayat, Ata, Ha'aida, Wa'ata, Ba'ai, Yaram. All right, in the English, Numbers chapter 20 and verse 2. And there was no water for the congregation, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron. Verse 3. And the people chode with Moses and spake, saying, Would God that we had died when our brethren died before the Lord? And again, if you understand the wilderness and what was going on in the wilderness, the children of Israel, our people, murmured and complained all the time to Moses and Aaron, and always resided to, did the Lord bring us out here to kill us? We should just go back to Egypt and be slaves. And it's the same mentality that a lot of our people have right now. They'd rather be slaves than to serve the Lord. And that is a shame, because the greater reward is in serving the Lord. Verse 4. And why have ye brought up the congregation of Yahweh into this wilderness, that we and all cattle should die there? Verse 5. And wherefore have ye made us to come up out of Egypt to bring us in unto this evil place? It is no place of seed, or of figs, or of vines, or of pomegranates, neither is there any water to drink. Again, murmuring and complaining about what they don't have. Now, this is even after the Lord had given them quail to eat. He gave them manna first that they had every morning, that fed them all throughout the day. Then they complained about not having meat, so he gave them quail. It was quail with abundance. Now they're complaining about water and something else and anything else that they could complain about. Sound familiar? It is. It's exactly how Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are in any situation. Verse 7. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, verse 8, Take the rod, and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye unto the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth his water. And thou shalt bring forth to them water out of the rock. So thou shalt give the congregation and their beasts drink. All right, back in the Hebrew, Numbers chapter 20 and verse 9. Wayahwak, Masha, Ata, Ha Mata, Ma Lapanya, Yahweh, Ka'ashar, Taza Wa Out, Salaki, Taza Wa. Verse 10. Wayakwa Hawa, Masha, Wa'a Haran, Ata, Ha Kwahal, Al, Panya, Ha Sala'ai, Waya Amar, Laham, Shama'aiwa, Naha, Ha Maryam, Ha Man, Ha Sala'ai, Haza'a, Nawa Tazaya'a, Lakam, Mayam. Verse 11. Wayaram, Masha, Ata, Yadawa, Wa Yacha, Ata, Hasala'ai, Bamatawa, Ba'ai, Mayam, Waya Taza'awa, Mayam, Ra Bayam, Wata Ma, Ha'aida, Wa Ba'ai Yaram. Verse 12. Waya Amar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, Wa Al, Aharan, Ya'ain, La'a, Ha'a, Natam, Baya, La Hakwad, Yashan, Ya, La'ai, Yanya, Baya, Yasha'ala, Yahan, La'a, Tabaya'awa, Ata, Hakwahal, Haza, Al, Ha at Arataza, Ashar, Ma, Taya, Mata, Ya, Laham, verse 13. 1 second. Verse 13. Hama, Maya, Maraya, Ba, Ashar, Ra, Bawa, Banya, Yasha'ala, Ata, Yahweh, Waya, Kodash, Bama, verse 14. Waya, Shalak, Masha, Mala Akam, Shalak, Mala Akiam, Makodash, Al, Malak, Adawam, Ka, Amar, Aka, Yak, Yasha'ala, Ata, Yada'aita, Ata, Kal, Ata, La'aha, Ashar, Mataza Ata, Wa, Nawa, and verse 15. 1 second. Wayarada, Wa, Abath, Yanawa, Matazara, Yama, Wanashab, Ba, Matazar, Yam, Yamayam, Rabayam, Wa, Waya, Ra'aiwa, Lanawa, Matazar Yam, Wala Abath, and the Yanawa. Back in the English, Numbers chapter 20 and verse 9. And Moses took the rod from before Yahweh, and he commanded him. Verse 10. As he commanded him, Salakia. Verse 10. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock. And he said unto them, Hear now, ye rebels, must ye fetch you water out of this rock? Verse 11. And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice, and the rock and the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their beasts also. Verse 12. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron, Because ye believe me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. So because Moses smote the rock instead of speaking to the rock, the Most High God told him to speak to the rock and it would bring forth water. Instead, he hit the rock twice with his rod. All right, verse 13. This is the water of Meribah, because the children of Israel strove with the Lord, and he was sanctified in them. Verse 14. And Moses sent messengers to Kadesh unto the king of Edom. Thus saith thy brother Israel, Thou knowest all the travail that hath befallen us. Verse 15. How our fathers went down into Egypt, and we had dwelt in Egypt a long time, and the Egyptians vexed us and our fathers. Back in the Hebrew, Numbers 20 and verse 16. Wa nataza'ai kwa al Yahweh wa yashamai kwa nawa wa yashalak malak wa ya taza'anawa ma matazarayam wahana anaha nawa bakodash ayara kwataza gabawalak. Verse 17. Ma'ai bara na'a ba'a ratazaka la'a na'ai bar ba shada wa ba kara ma wala'a nashatam maya ba'ar darak ha malak nalaka la'a nata na'ata ya mayan wa shama'a wal aid ashar ma'ai bar gabalak. Verse 18. Waya Amar Al Yawa Adawam La'a Ta'aibar Baya Pana Baharab A Taza'a La Kora'a Thaka. Verse 19. Waya'a Marawa Ala Yawa Banya Yasha'ala Ba Masala Na'aila Wa Ama Mayam Yaka Nashata Anya Wa Makwanya Wa Na Thaya Makaram Raka Ayan Debar Ba Regalia Ai Bar Ya Barha Salaki. 1 second, yo. Verse 20. Wa ya Amar La'a Ta'ai Bar Wa Ya Taza'a Adawam La Kora'atha Wa Ba'aima Kabad Wa Bayad Kazahwa. Verse 21. Waya Ma'an Adawam Nathan Ata Yasha'ala Ibar Baga Balawa Wayat Yashar Yasha'ala Ma'ai Layawa. Verse 22. 1 second. Wayasa'aiwa Makodash Wayaba'awa Banya Yasha'ala Kal Ha'aida Har Ha. All right, back in the English. Numbers 20 and verse 16. And when we cried unto Yahweh, he heard our voice and sent an angel and hath brought us forth out of Egypt. And behold, we are in Kadesh, a city in the uttermost of thy border. Now this is Moses sending a message to the king of Edom. All right, verse 17. Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through thy field, through the fields, or through the vineyards. Neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand nor to the left until we have passed thy borders. So he's saying to them that if you allow us to just come through, which is a shorter distance, if you allow us to come through Edom to get where we are going, he's asking them permission to do so, the king of Edom. This is what he responded, the king. Verse 18, and Edom said unto him, thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. That's Esau for you. Sound just like him, huh? He said that you can't pass through our borders. You can't even come through here lest I come out with my sword and we go to war. And y'all wonder why we dislike and hate Edom. That's why in the I think in the book of Amos, it said, for 3 transgressions against Israel, Jacob, your brother, 4 transgressions against your brother Jacob. This is why the Lord turns his back on Edom, because Esau, which is the progenitor of the Edomites or the so-called Caucasians, has always had a perpetual hatred for Israel or the children of Jacob. Verse 19, and the children of Israel said unto him, we will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it. I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet. Verse 20, and he said, thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people and with a strong hand. Verse 21, thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border. Wherefore Israel turned away from him. Verse 22, and the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, journeyed from Kadesh and came unto Mount Hor. All right, back in the Hebrew, verse 23, Waya Amar Yahweh al Mashah wa al Aharon Bahar Ahar al Al Gabawal, Arataza, Adawam, La Amar, verse 24. Wa Asap, Aharan, Al, Aim Yawa, Kaya, La'a, Yaba, Yaba'a, Al, Ha'arataza, Ashar, Nathataya, Labanya, Yasha'ala, Al, Ashar, Marayata, Wa, Marayata, Ma, Athpaya, Lamaya, Marayaba, Ha, verse 25. Kwakha, Ath Aharan, Wa Ata, Aliazar, Banwa, Wa Ha'il, Atam, Har, Har, verse 26. Wahapashat, Ath Aharan, Ata, Bagad Yawa, Wahal, Labashat, Shathma, Ath Aliazar, Banwa, Wa Aharan, Ya'asap, Wa Mat Sham, verse 27. Wa Ya'aisha, Masha, Ka'ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Wa Ya'al, Wa, Al-Har, Hahar, La'ayanya, Kal, Ha'aida, verse 28. Wa Yapashat, Masha, Ath, Aharan, Ata, Bagad Yawa, Wayalab, Wayalabash, Waya Labash, Athama, Ath, Aliazar, Banwa, Wayamath, Aharan, Sham, Baraash, Hahar, Wayarad, Masha, Wa Aliazar, Mana Harhar, verse 29. Wayara'awa, Kal Ha'aida, Kaya, Gawa'ai, Aharan, Wayabaka, Wa, Ath Aaran, Shalash Yam, Wayam, Kal, Bayath, Yasha'ala. 1 second. All right, back in the English. Hold on 1 second. Numbers 20 and verse 23. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron in Mount Hor, by the coast of the land of Edom, saying, verse 24, Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, for he shall not enter into the land which I have given unto the children of Israel, because ye rebelled against my word at the water of Meribah. Verse 25, take Aaron and Eleazar, his son, and bring them up unto Mount Hor. Verse 26, and strip Aaron of his garments, and put them upon Eleazar, his son, and Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, and he shall die there. Verse 27, and Moses did as Yahweh commanded, and they went up into Mount Hor in the sight of all the congregation. Verse 28, and Moses stripped Aaron of his garments, and put them upon Eleazar, his son, and Aaron died there in the top of the mount. And Moses and Eleazar came down from the mount. Good night. It is important that you follow what the Lord said. The Lord told them clearly to speak to the rock and it will give water, but they smote the rock. So Aaron had to die, and Moses is not going to be able to enter into the land of milk and honey, which at the time was Canaan's land. Verse 29, and when all the congregation saw that Aaron was dead, they mourned for Aaron 30 days, even all the house of Yasha'ala. One second, y'all. Numbers chapter 21 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayashamai, HaKahan, Salake, HaKana'aya, Malak Irad, Yashab, Hanagab, Kaya, Ba'a, Yasha'ala, Darak, Ha, Atharayam, Wayalakam, Ba, Yasha'ala, Wayashab, Ma, Manawa, Shabya, give me some water, the water. Wayadar, Yasha'ala, Nadar, La Yahawa, Wa Amar, Amanatan, Thathan, Atha, Ha'aim, Hazaha, Bayadya, Waha, Haramathya, Atha, Irayaham, verse 3. Verse 3, Waya Sha'ai Mat Shama'ai Yahweh Bakwawal Yasha'ala Wayatan Ata Ha Kana'ai Ya Wayaharam Ataham Wa Ata Irayaham Waya Kora'a Sham Hama Kwawam Harama, verse 4, Waya Sa'aiwa, Mahar, Hahar, Darak, Yama, Sawak, La Sabab, Ata, Arataza, Adawam, Wata, Quatazar, Napash, Ha'aim, Badarak, verse 5, Waya Dabar, Ha'aim, Ba'alaha Yam, Waba Masha, Lama, Ha'ai Layatan, Latanwa, Ma Matazara Yam, La Mawaf, Ba Madabar, Kaya Ayan, the water. Ayan Lacham, Wa Ayan Mayan, Mayam, Wana Pashanwa, Kwatazah, Balacham, Ha Kwalakwa, verse 6, Waya Shalak, Yahweh, Ba'aim Ata, Ha Nachasha, Hana Chashyam, Ha Sharak Yam, Waya Nashak, Wana, Wayana, Shaka, Wa, Ata, Ha'aim, Wayamath, Aim, Rabbah, Mayasha'ala. 1 second, y'all. Verse 7, Wayaba'a, Ha'aim, Al, Masha, Waya Amar, Wa, Khata Ana, Wa, Kaya, Dabar Nawa, Ba Yahawa, Wa Baka, Ha Tapala, Al Yahweh, Wayasar, Ma'ayla, Yanwa, Ata, Hanachash, Wayata, Palal, Masha, Ba'aid, Ha'ain. All right, back in the English, Numbers 21 and verse 1. And when King Arad, the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south, heard tell that Israel came by the way of the spies, then he fought against Israel and took some of them prisoners. Verse 2, and Israel vowed a vow unto Yahweh and said, if thou would indeed deliver this people into my hand, then I will utterly destroy their cities. Verse 3, and Yahweh hearkened to the voice of Israel and delivered up the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their cities. And he called the name of the space Hormah. Verse 4, and they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea to compass the land of Edom, to compass the land of Edom. And the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way. The journey was longer because they had to go around Edom instead of going through Edom. So the people, Israel, they were discouraged because of the longer journey they had to take. Verse 5, and the people spake against God and against Moses. Wherefore have ye brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water, and our soul loatheth this light bread. Always complaining. That's why Israel, y'all should really, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you should really be mindful how much you complain and how much you actually have. Because the Lord has given us so much. Even in this captivity, us here in the school, we have had the opportunity to find the Spirit of the Lord again in this earth, in the ISUPK, and truly be able to serve the Lord still. And we have been wicked and all deserve death and hell. That's what the Bible says. We all deserve death. We are as filthy rags. Our righteousness is as filthy rags. We all deserve to be dead right now, but the Lord, through his mercy and grace, has allowed us to be able to live and to be able to live righteously and abundantly in the truth and in his word. So we should be very mindful of the things that you speak on or that you complain about, because it could be much, much worse. All right, let me see. Verse 6, and Yahweh sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and much people of Israel died. Verse 7, therefore the people came to Moses and said, we have sinned, for we have spoken against Yahweh and against thee. Pray unto Yahweh that he take away the serpents from us. And Moses prayed for the people. Back in the Hebrew, Numbers 21 and verse 8, Waya Amar Yahweh al Masha Aisha Laka Sharap Shayam Athawa al Nasa Wahaya Kal Hana Shawak Wara'aha Athawa Wahaya. Verse 9, Waya Aisha Masha Nahasha Nahawath wa Yashamawa al Hanasa Wahaya Ama Nashaka Hanachash Ata Ayash Wahabayat al Nachash Hanachashat Wahaya. Verse 10, Wayasa'aiwa Banya Yasha'ala Waya Hanawa Ba'abath. Verse 11, Wayasa'aiwa Ba'ma'abath Waya Hanawa Ba'ayaya Ha'aibar Yam Ba'madabar Ashar Al Panya Ma'wa'aba Mazarak Ha Shamash. Verse 12, Mashama Nasa'aiwa Waya Hanawa Ba Nakal Zarad. Verse 13, Masham Nasa'aiwa Waya Hanawa Ma'aibar Aranawa Salaki Aran Nawan Ashar Ba Madabar Ha Yataza Ma Gabal Ha Amaria Kaya Aranawan Gabawa Ma Wa'aba Bayan Ma Wa'aba Wa Banyan Ha Amaria. Verse 14, Al Khan Ya'amar Basapar Malakhamath Yahweh Ata Wahaba Basawapa Wa'ata Ha Nachoyim Arana 1. Back in the English. Number 21 and 8. And Yahweh said unto Moses, make thee a fiery serpent, and set it upon a pole, and it shall come to pass that every one that is bitten, when he looked upon it, shall live. Verse 9, and Moses made a serpent of brass, and put it upon the pole. And it came to pass that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of brass, he lived. Verse 10. And the children of Yasha'Allah set before and pitched in Abath. Verse 11. And they journeyed from Abath and pitched in Ijeabarim in the wilderness, which is before Moab, toward the sunset, the sun rising. Verse 12. From thence they removed and pitched in the valley of Zarad. Verse 13. From thence they removed and pitched on the other side of Arnon, which is in the wilderness that cometh out of the coast of the Amorites. For Arnon is the border of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites. Verse 14. Wherefore it is said in the book of the wars of Yahweh, what he did in the Red Sea and in the brooks of Arnon. The last 7 verses in Hebrew, Numbers chapter 21 and verse 15. Wa ashad a nachalyam ashar nataha la shabath ira wa nasha'ain la gabawal mawa'aba. Hey boy, stop that whining. Verse 16. Wa masham ba'ara hawa'a haba'ar ashar amar Yahweh la masha asap ata ha'aim wa'atana laham mayam. Verse 17. Azah yashayar yasha'ala ata hashayar shara haza'ata Ailaya ba'ar ainawa laha. Verse 18. Ba'ar kaparawa sharayam kara'awa nada ya baya ha'aim ba mahakwak basha'ai nata. Hold on 1 second. Ba ma sha'ai natam wa ma madabar matana. Verse 19. Wa mamatan naha nahal ya'al wa ma nahal ya'al ba mawath. Verse 20. Wa ma ba mawath hagaya'a ashar bashada mawa'aba ra'ash hapasaga wa nashakwapa al panya ha yasha yaman. Verse 21. Wa yashalak yasha'ala mala'akam mala'aka yam al sayakhan malak ha amariya la amar. Last 7 in the English. Numbers chapter 21 and verse 15. And at the stream of the brooks that goeth down to the dwelling of Ar, and lieth upon the border of Moab. Verse 16. And from thence they went to Beer. She got that drink. Oh, wait, no. So like it. Verse 16. And from thence they went to Beer. That is the well whereof Yahweh spake unto Moses. Gather the people together, and I will give them water. Verse 17. Then Yasha'Allah sang this song. Spring up, O well, sing ye unto it. Verse 18. The prince digged the well, the nobles of the people digged it by the direction of the lawgiver with their staves. And from the wilderness they went to Mattanah, verse 19. And from Matanah to Nahaliel, and from Nahaliel to Bamath, verse 20. And from Bamath in the valley, that is the country of Moab, to the top of Pisgah, which looketh toward Jeshimon. 1 second. Which looketh upon Jeshimon, verse 21. And Israel sent messengers unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, saying, all right, that concludes the reading. With that, I say a majim, which means to stand. Sar, which means to turn. We'll say the prayers both in Hebrew and in English. The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha. So like 1 second. Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathelanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Chabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Chabawatjanawa, Wala'a, Tabia'ayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahataparath, La'aywalamyam Aman. In the English we read, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. This is the power, or hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashah, Nathelanawa, hakak, Larapa'ah, Call Maka'ala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha Matazarayim, Hakak, Lahakoyam, Hamatyam, Hakak, Al-Rakarawa, Hatama'ala, Nagarshan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Wada Aman. In the English we read, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Bless Israel, or Barak Yasha'Allah in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha'Allah, Waha, Bayat Saparian, Barak Ba'ashem Yahushua, Tawada Aman. In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Yasha'Allah and the school in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Yatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shemarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al-Yad, Yam Yanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'al Yakalka, Wayarak, Balal Yalai, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Atna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza Adka, Wabawa Adka, Ma'aith, Wa'aidai Walam. In the English we read, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and not coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Alahayam, al dami alaka, al takarash, wa al tashakwat, al kayahana, our yavyaka, yahama, yawan, mawa, salaki, wama, shana, yaka, sha'a, wa ra'ash, al aimaka, ya'ira yamwa, sawada, wayata aitazawa, al tagapawanyaka, amarwa, lakawa, wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Iwada, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Yakad, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Barya, Yakaratwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Waya Shemai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Salaki, Wa'aimawan, I'm Malak, Palashah, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Dam, Ashawar, Nalawa, I'm Hayawa, Zurawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'a Dama, Shayatamwa, Nada Yab Mawa, Ka'ira, Wakazaba, Wakatazar, Mana'ai, Call Nasiya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Na Yarasha, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Ra Ka, Ka'ash, Tabaya Yaira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Kan, Taradatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapatka, Tabahalam, Malaha, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Aidya Ai, Waya Khafarwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya the Aiwa, Kaya Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yowan, Al Kaha Arataza. In the English we read, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that lifted up their head have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zaid. Yea, all their prince as Zabah, and as Zamunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Blessings or Barakiam in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa Maka Ya'ala, wa Alahayam, Matazaba Ya Alawap Yahana, Ha Alawapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kotazayanyam, Ha Kayal Yalamyam, wa Ha Akwakim, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English we read, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohanan, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Sisters, Yeshabia means be seated. Men of Israel, we'll give one courtesy salute to the teachers. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham, Yashamatah, Sar, which means to turn, sisters, Amajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel will give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alathan by Hashem Yahushua. Yashamatah, class dismissed.
Be quiet, sir. Be quiet right now.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.